Today I'm going to show you how to add beautiful golden hour light in Photoshop, step by step, so you can turn flat daylight into a warm cinematic sunset look. This technique is perfect for portraits, outdoor scenes, travel photos, and any image that needs a softer, more dramatic mood. And if you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more Photoshop tips and editing guides. Let's jump right in. First, start by opening your image in Photoshop. The very first thing we want to do is create a strong base warmth that affects the whole scene without destroying the original details. To do that, duplicate your background layer by pressing Ctrl-J on Windows or CMD-J on Mac. This gives you a safe working copy and makes it easier to compare your edits later. With that duplicate layer in place, add a gradient map adjustment layer directly above it. This is where the golden hour color treatment starts to come alive. Click on the gradient bar and choose a warm sunset style gradient. You want colors that feel natural for late afternoon light, so think deep orange, soft amber, and a light yellow glow. Once the gradient is applied, change the blend mode of that layer to overlay. Then, lower the opacity until the effect looks subtle and believable. The goal here is not to flood the image with orange. The goal is to tint the scene just enough so it feels like the sun is beginning to set. Next, we need to establish the actual direction of the light. Golden hour always feels stronger when there is a clear source, so create a brand new layer for this step. Select the gradient tool by pressing G, and in the top options bar, switch the gradient style to Radial. Make sure your gradient moves from a warm color into full transparency. That transparency is important because it allows the light to fade naturally into the background instead of looking like a hard painted circle. Now click in the corner of the frame where you want the light to be coming from. This is usually the top left or top right, depending on the composition. Drag inward to spread the radial gradient into the scene. You should see a soft glow building from the edge of the image. Once that looks good, change this layer's blend mode to overlay and reduce the opacity so the corner light blends smoothly into the rest of the environment. If the effect feels too strong, lower the opacity more. If it feels too weak, duplicate the layer or adjust the gradient until it gives you the softness you want. Now let's heat up the tonal ranges to make the image feel genuinely sun-kissed. Add a color balance adjustment layer. This is one of the most important steps because it lets you shift the mood of the highlights and midtones separately. Start by selecting midtones in the tone dropdown. Then move the sliders toward red and yellow to introduce that warm environmental glow you see during sunset. This helps skin, buildings, trees, and landscapes all feel more connected to the same light source. After that, switch the tone dropdown to highlights. Push those sliders even further toward red and yellow so the brightest parts of the image start to feel like they are catching direct sunlight. This is the point where your photo really begins to look like it was shot during golden hour instead of edited after the fact. Be careful not to overdo it. You want warmth, not a heavily filtered look. Small moves usually give the most realistic result. Once the color temperature is in the right place, it's time to add a subtle sun flare. Real cameras often pick up light artifacts when shooting into the evening sun, and that little detail can make the whole edit feel more authentic. Create a new layer for the flare effect. Then go to Edit, Fill, choose Black, and click OK. This may seem strange at first, but it sets us up for the blend mode trick that makes the flare appear naturally. Change the black layer's blend mode to Screen. Screen removes the dark areas and reveals only the bright light elements, which is exactly what we want for a flare. Now go up to Filter, then Render, then Lens Flare. When the preview opens, place the bright hotspot crosshairs directly over the same corner where you positioned your radial gradient source. That alignment matters because it makes the flare feel tied to the light in the scene. Pick a lens type that looks realistic for your image, then click OK. After the flare is added, lower the opacity quite a bit. This is a subtle effect, not something that should take over the photo. The best lens flares are the ones you barely notice at first, but they make the image feel more believable when you look closer. If the flare is too obvious, reduce it more until it feels like natural light leaking into the lens. Now for the final finishing touch, we're going to lock in the contrast. Add a curves adjustment layer at the very top of your layer stack. This lets you control the overall depth and brightness of the image. Click in the middle of the diagonal line and pull it into a soft S-curve that will deepen the shadows a little and lift the highlights just enough to give the scene more energy and dimension. This step is what helps the golden hour light really pop. The shadows become richer, the highlights feel warmer, and the whole image gains that cinematic look that people love in professional edits. If needed, make tiny refinements to the curve until the contrast feels balanced. You want the photo to glow, but you also want to preserve detail in the brighter areas. And that's it. By combining a warm gradient map, a directional radial glow, color balance warmth, a subtle lens flare, and a final curves contrast pass, you can create a realistic golden hour effect in Photoshop that transforms almost any photo. This workflow is flexible too, so once you learn it, you can apply it to portraits, city scenes, nature photography, or social media content. If this Photoshop tutorial helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe for more editing tutorials, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.